Lamelo Ball, Lamelo Ball, Lamelo Ball. One of the most exciting players to watch in this league. An absolute show. Very talented, very skilled, at 6'8". Can dribble better than anyone outside of Kyrie Irving. Can shoot, can pass, has height. Can do so many different things. An absolute wizard, a magician on the floor. All the confidence in the world. An absolute show. But that's all the great things I can really say about the kid. He's one of my favorite players, one of the most exciting players to watch, but I can't really speak on him much because largely he's not available, especially the last 3 seasons. He's going now into his 6th season. So of the 5 seasons he played, he only had 1 healthy season, and that was his sophomore year where he played 75 games. Outside of that, it has been abysmal trying to keep this kid on the floor. It has been bad. And when he is on the floor, he is sensational. And there was actually a time where I thought the team was going to turn around and actually start winning some games, and we could start talking about LaMelo with his other contemporaries around his age in those early 20s, mid-20s. You know, he should be being talked about with the Luka Doncics. He should be being talked about with the Jason Tatums. He should be being talked about with the Tyrese Haliburtons, the Trae Youngs, all these kinds of guys. But his name is never brought up because he's not healthy ever, and they're not winning games. Even one of those would at least put his name in the conversation. You know, if he was having great statistics, healthy, the team might be losing, might be mediocre, might be a bottom seed, he'd still be in that conversation of young players. Or even if the numbers weren't gaudy, if they were winning a good amount of games and he was a driving force. But neither one of those things are happening. Gone are the times where I'm going to continue to be like, this is going to be his year. He's going to be healthy. He's going to be healthy. He's going to be healthy. Wait till he's healthy. Kawhi Leonard killed that for me. And I hopped off the Kawhi train about 2 years ago. I'm done. I'm done. All the talent in the world. But you know what? I'm done betting on your health. And I'm about there for LaMelo Ball already. Oh, he's still young. This is 23. It's early in his career. Yeah, but this is a strong historical pattern we have here. A huge pattern of history. A huge footprint we have here. Going into your 6th season and you only had 1 healthy season as a young man? What are we doing here? I don't expect you to get a lot better as you age. We've seen it happen for some players, but largely, once you start getting in those 30s especially, that body don't keep up like it used to, unless you're LeBron James, but there may be some other reasons for that. We ain't gonna talk about that. And it's hard to build a roster around a guy and try to be competitive when your star player is not available, especially with a young team like the Charlotte Hornets. So he has to do better. He has to stay healthy. And I think this might be my last year. And if he's injured again this year, I'm giving up on LaMelo Ball. I am, because I'm not going to keep doing this for his entire career, man. It's ridiculous. It's sad. Last year, he played 47 games. The year before that, he played 22 games. The year before that, 36 games. And like I said, when he's on the floor, he's phenomenal. I mean, last year, he averaged 25, 5, and 7. 25, 5, and 7. That is pretty solid. And he was putting on a show, but 47 games. And honestly, given how elite of a passer LaMelo Ball is, he should be in double-digit assists. He should. Especially as much as he holds the ball. He should be in double-digit assists. As much as he holds that ball, I need to see him closer to 10. I'm not impressed with 7 assists, given how much he holds the ball, given how many shot attempts to get up, given how fast that pace is, how young that team is. I need to see more. More. People are not ever going to take LaMelo Ball seriously until he is healthy and the team is at least mediocre. Let's start there. I'm not even going to say start to win a lot of games. Let's just start with the team being mediocre as a direct result from their best player being healthy. I believe LaMelo Ball is good enough to have the team finish at least 500 basketball. I think he has that kind of talent, especially in the Eastern Conference. He has that kind of talent. I don't care who you put around him. He individually has that kind of talent to impact the game that way. But we have to see it. He has to stay healthy. A little less showboat and a little more productivity. Now, if you could do both, by all means, but it's hard to do. It's hard to do. No, nobody's going to take this guy seriously. I mean, look what happened to him in the All-Star game. Not in the All-Star game because he wasn't in the All-Star game. But imagine being the top vote getter in your conference at your position and the third overall top vote getter and not being in the All-Star game, not even off the bench because coaches and the media did not vote on you. I wonder why. Despite the numbers, despite the talent, despite your game being tailor-made for All-Star Sunday, nobody's taking that guy seriously. All that amounts to nothing of significance, nothing of substance. Lamelo Ball, this has to be your season. It has to be. I already gave up on Zion Williamson. I'm done. I'm done with him. This guy could have had a great career, but hey, we all know the story with him. You are turning into Zion Williamson. You are almost as bad as Zion Williamson right now. Not as bad, but almost. Your availability is past sussy. I've said everything I had to say. This is my last year waiting on Lamelo Ball. If he does not show up this year and play the majority of the season and ball out and at least have a mediocre season when it comes to team success, I'm done with this guy. I'm done. And if he eventually, gets it together, I might come back around to him, but it's going to take a whole lot of showing me. I'm done with him. Done. I want to see this guy play late in the season. I want to see him in the playoffs. That's where legends are made, man. Not in 22-game seasons, not in 40-game seasons, not in 30-game seasons. You building the wrong legend there, baby. Anyway, that's all I got to say about it, folks. I appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified. Catch you on the next one. We out, baby.